Hey guys, so I got to see an early screening of Maleficent. There were some problems, but did I like it? Yeah, it was good. So the movie itself, if you don't know, it's basically like Wicked. You get the backstory of the motives of the evildoer, and that's played by Angelina Jolie. The entire movie is Angelina Jolie posing like this. Looking gorgeous, but not really doing much else. The problem with the story, I think, comes from Robert Stromberg's direction. He's a first-time director. He is an art director. The movie was gorgeous. I started crying just because it's so pretty. But don't go to the movies with me, it's really bad. So Stromberg actually has won 2 Academy Awards for art direction, and he is an artist, and it's very apparent in the entire film. I just feel like he's a first-time director, and I love giving people the benefit of the doubt, but he needed some help. He needed someone in there going, okay, we need to see more of the character development, more of where these people are coming from, and it just really felt like that was lacking for me. You have a 95-minute movie, and you spend a lot of time just looking at this gorgeous setting, and it's pretty, and the costumes are incredible, and Angelina Jolie looks cool, but I felt like there was just like a lot of parts that could have been cut way down and then give us a little bit more story. So the budget was estimated at about $180 million, one of the biggest franchises for Disney ever. If you haven't seen the billboards all over town and the IMDb takeovers and the movie phone takeovers and the let me advertise this movie everywhere, I don't know where you're possibly living because it's everywhere. I don't know if it's living up to the expectation. I went into it like super excited, and I've got to say, I let myself go, and that's what you have to do in this kind of movie. Ultimately, it's a fairy tale. You have to completely suspend your disbelief and just go with the flow, admire the beauty of it, and that's great. I mean, we do have Stromberg's FX guy. He did Avatar, he did Alice in Wonderland, he did Pan's Labyrinth, he did Oz the Great and Powerful, and there's a lot of stuff that's really reminiscent of that, and a lot of people are saying that that's a negative. To me, I have this weird like nostalgia with it, where like all the creatures, they kind of did lack some creativity, but I'm like, oh, that's Ludo from from Labyrinth, and that's Brian Froud's nymph creature. So for me, like that really got to me because my entire childhood was apparent on the screen. And so yeah, we're seeing a lot of images that we've seen before, and nothing really that different or much of a departure, but that was kind of the greatness of it, because for me it was, this is something I've grown up on, and here it is just a little bit reimagined. One of my coworkers asked me this morning if he should take his 6-year-old to this movie, and I said no. I feel like there's a lot of actually unnecessary violence in this movie. All of a sudden there's a huge battle, and it's like, well, that came out of nowhere. Then you have this big climactic ending where there's this huge fight scene and fire and all this stuff, but it didn't feel like it needed it, and it felt like it came out of nowhere. Definitely fair warning to parents, like if you took your kids to see the Harry Potter movies, it's kind of along that vein. It's kind of scary. I got scared at some points. There was like happening a couple times. Again, don't go to the movies with me. I should sit alone in a room while I watch every movie ever. Okay, so I know there was a lot of negativity and all the stuff that I just said, but I loved this movie, probably more than anyone in the theater. Again, cried, sobbed, just totally shocked by the twists and turns that didn't really exist, but I thought they were surprising. Still wearing the horns. They're awesome. Go see it and come back and let us know what you think of the movie in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe to CineFix for more movie news. I came out of the theater like black eyes. It's good. That happens all the time.